Being able to control the light in your photography will really take it to the next level, and we're going to talk about one of the tools to help you do that. Controlling light, in particular the color of the light, can really make a difference in your photography and really help you to get those more creative shots. So I'm going to give you a few examples here on how I do that, and we're going to be using the Boling P1 RGB video light. So full disclosure, Mivitar sent this light to me for free in exchange for videos. So I'm just going to talk briefly about some of the features of this light, and then we'll kind of get into how you can use this to really do some creative things with it. Basically, I love the build quality of this light. You know, it's all metal design. It has a very well thought out articulating arm here for mounting. And, you know, going through the menu here, it has a little LCD display here that lets you go through all the different features. So this light is really feature packed. You know, one thing, it's not just a white light. You can control the temperature output of this light from 2500K all the way up to 8500K. So you can get a very cool light or you can get a very warm light. And then that in combination with setting the white balance in your camera, you can get some really interesting effects with that to give you a much better image. So for example, if you're in a shaded area and you're taking a picture of a flower, you can kind of give that flower a golden hour look. And then the other thing this light does, and it's very uncommon in this price range, is you can control the color of the light from everything from red, green, blue, yellow, and everything in between. I mean, it'll do the full 360 spectrum of colors that you can output, and that's also very easy to control and will also give you some very interesting effects. And I did a video on creative flower photography doing exactly that, so you can kind of check that out if you're interested in doing those kinds of effects. But this articulating arm, you know, that lets you mount the light onto your camera, and it comes with like this little hot shoe mount, is also very clever because when it's folded in for storage, actually you can set the light up on its own like this and it'll stand on a table by itself, or if the surface is a little uneven, you can rotate the light as well so that this acts like a kickstand, and then you can kind of set it on any table. But this light is really small. You know, as you can see, I can just fit it into my pocket here, no problem, in my back pocket, etc. Just to give you some perspective, you know, this is my Samsung Galaxy phone, and it's really just about the same size. So it's not much bigger than most cell phones. And the other thing is the battery is built in, so you don't have to attach any bulky batteries to the back of it like a lot of lights. So the profile is very, very thin as well. And the battery is 2900 milliamp. So they say you can get about 2.5 hours out of it. But I can tell you that the battery on your camera will run out before this does. And if this is low on battery, it has the USB port right here on top. It's a USB-C, so that you can charge the battery indefinitely, either through a wall outlet or through a power bank. You know, so you're never going to run out of power on this light, is basically what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and let me show you how to use one of the features in this in combination with our Olympus camera. I have my EM10 Mark II set up with the 14-42 kit lens, and then I just have the Pen F here on the table, and what we'll do is just a mock product photography shot. And this is very simple. If I were to send in a picture like this as the final image, yeah, I wouldn't get paid for this, right? But it's very easy to make this a lot more interesting or a lot more marketable image, right? So all I have to do is just dial in, say, a -2 exposure comp, and then turn on my light. And as I bring this in, and I'm using spot metering, by the way, I think if I do it about, I think that will make a nice shot right there. Maybe a little less on the exposure. Brighten that up just a tiny bit. Right about there. Okay. And yeah, that's a lot better, right? I've completely blown out the background to black, and I've highlighted the image exactly like I wanted. And if I wanted to now, And if I wanted to make the image a little bit warmer, all I have to do is just dial in a little bit warmer color, let's say 3000K, like so. So that shows you how quickly you can kind of change the look. And if I wanted something kind of funky, I can go to the RGB mode where I can control the color, and I can put like this blue light and take another picture. So there I have like 3 totally different images, right? With this one simple light. All right, let's do something a little more interesting now. I'm going to go into live composite mode on the camera, and then I'm going to change the light into one of the rotating RGB color modes. So let's put the camera into live composite, and we're there, and I'm going to dial in so that we get just past -3 EV. We'll go to F16. That's just a little bit beyond -3 EV, so that the image is almost black now. And then on the light, let's set this to so that it's rotating, and hopefully you can see that it's changing colors here. All right, and I'm going to dial in the brightness a little bit lower. And let's do a composite shot. And then all I have to do is, let me dial in, let's do some circles. So like this. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Oh, that's pretty strong, the lighting. Let me turn it down a little bit. And I'm going to fill in the bottom like this. All right, good. And the pen F itself has a little bit too much color on it, so I'm going to switch this back to the solid color mode, and I'm going to change the Kelvin up to 5K, so it's more of a natural color. There we go. And then let's just bring this light in until we get the pen F looking a little bit more natural and not so weird. There. There, that looks good. All right. So you can see there, like in 2 minutes, I was able to create a lot of different looks with just this one light. And I've said this many times, I'm not the most creative person. I'm sure once you go through all the different features this light has, you'll be able to do a lot of different things with this that I wouldn't even think of. But I just wanted to kind of give you a taste of some of the things you can do with this light.